The Ipswich suburb of Goodna was one of the hardest hit when the Bremer River flooded last week, and I'm joined this morning by the Ipswich Mayor, Councillor Paul Pisasale. Tell me, have you been able to do an assessment of just how many people in this city were affected by the flooding?
Yeah, we have. We've done number crunching. We want to know exactly, because put it down to people, about 5%. You know, some suburbs are up to 70% of people were affected. Goodna here is about 40%. You know, places are based in pocket area, 50%. So there's a large percentage of people affected.
So 40% of people in this suburb alone, where have they gone? Where are they living?
Well, family and friends. The Department of Housing, communities are doing everything that they can to assist. The evacuation centre, that's why, you know, Operation People is so important for us. Look, at the end of the day, it's about people. We need fridges, we need furniture, we need the things to help them get on with their life.
Now, the demand, I would imagine, would still be overwhelming. Are you getting the help that you need?
We are. We're starting to get the help we need. The enormous help from sporting stars around Australia, from people around Australia. But, you know, to get all these people established back into their community life, to make them feel better, because this is where the emotional factor, the psychological factor, I'm already starting to get the people ringing me up and they're feeling those senses of anger. Why did it happen to me? And they're the ones that are most important. I've spoken to councillors that are doing work for a number of agencies in the town here, and what they're telling me, the people are now starting to feel very frightened. The other night with the storm, as soon as it rains, people are ringing those counselling lines because they're so frightened of water or any storm.
Are you frustrated by the pace of recovery? Because as we can see here at this shopping centre, there's still a lot of debris, and it would seem in other parts of the southeast, and particularly in some parts of Brisbane, it's all being cleaned up. Yeah,
look, at the end of the day, everybody's frustrated. The storms haven't helped, and the bottom line is the number of mammoth amount of suburbs have been affected, right across from Goodna to Carolee to Rosewood. We cover 12,000 square kilometres. We're not a compact area, so there's a lot of work to be done. The armed forces have been fantastic. Yesterday, Divine Homes came in and sent 80 of their troops in to help us. That cleaned the whole area of East Ipswich. Fantastic. So if you're out there and in the next couple of days, we want to get it all cleaned up. We've already shifted nearly 15,000 tonnes of rubbish. It's a mammoth task.
How many people in Ipswich had insurance, and are they now running into problems with insurance companies?
Look, at the end of the day, this is a time for insurance companies to beckon. Are they part of Australia, or are they there to feather their own nest? You know, everywhere I go I hear the horror stories about insurance companies and the clause here and the clause there. Look, I've got to say, on a brighter note, Suncorp has been fantastic. The head guy rang me up. He said, I'm here, I'm putting more assessors on, what can I do? And everywhere I've gone, people are saying, Suncorp's looking after me. So, you know, you've gone from one extreme to another.
But you're saying that there are many people who don't have insurance or are suddenly finding out that they're not getting insurance?
Yeah, correct. So what we have to do in the next couple of days, I'm going to be getting onto the Premier and the Prime Minister to see what we can do. Because at the end of the day, you've got to get in policies that don't have those little lines in there that no one knows about it. All of a sudden, where the water came from and what we have to do. And, you know, people are just devastated. They pay their premiums, but they're not getting the results.
The Prime Minister hasn't ruled out the idea of a flood levy in order to pay for some of this damage. Do you think the people of Ipswich want to be slugged a levy in order to clean up some of this mess when many of them have been left uninsured?
Look, this is a community that needs help. We don't need any more taxes. You know, this is something that we as all Australians right across the country need to work together to get these people back on their feet. One thing I love about this country, we're all in it together, and that's the Australian way.
Ipswich Mayor Paul Pisasale, thank you very much for your time. And as you can see behind us, there's still a lot of damage here at this local shopping centre in the suburb of Goodna in Ipswich. A lot of effort still needed to clean up this area. That's why the council is calling on volunteers to still come out this weekend and help people in suburbs like this.